I just want to say, as such a small indie artist, the fact that anybody is reacting to my music is like literally blows me away. Like that is so cool. Hey guys, it's Desh. Run It Back Music did a little reaction video to my music video for Dead from the Start featuring Timmy Timmerson. So I am going to go ahead and react to that today, give us some commentary and listen to the different things he has to say and maybe some comments on it. So check it out and thanks for watching. I like how he's into it.
Welcome back to Run It Back Music. I'm Zumi Underground. Today we've got a spooky dark pop track called Dead from the Start by DESHPLEASE and Timmy Timmerson.
It is spooky dark pop. Thank you, Zumi. I wasn't sure like for a while like how to kind of describe it to people. I think Timmy was kind of saying it's kind of like a house EDM track. I've done a few songs in what I feel like is that genre, but I'm not really sure. Sometimes when he said that, I was like, that's exactly what it is. Like it's a spooky dark pop track. Like yes, like that is the vibe I was going for, and I feel like he nailed it.
This song definitely should have made it in the Halloween playlist, but unfortunately I just found out about it this week, so I missed the mark by a little bit here.
Yeah, I think he first commented like right after Halloween, and he's like, oh, I just found this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so glad you like it. Like, don't worry about it. So definitely check out his playlist.
But we're gonna keep it on standby and make sure it gets in next year's playlist.
Yay!
Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we haven't even started yet, but just the first frame of this video is really cool.
I love that. So for those that don't know, my dad made this video using neural frames. When he first sent me this, like I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, that first image already grabs me, and I had no idea like what I was going to watch. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this video going to be?
I was already dead from the start. I was already dead from the start. Now you're cold like the dusk, and I'm chained to a ghost. I was already dead from the start. When you're old, when you're dust, I'm still cold.
Okay, I really like how the kick drum feels kind of like a heartbeat, which is a cool contrast between like the life and the death themes of the song.
Honestly, we didn't even think about that, but I love that he said that. Like that is so cool. That's one of the coolest things about music is when people like hear something that maybe the original artist like didn't even intend, or maybe sometimes they did, but you just kind of hear someone else's interpretation or like what they got out of the song. When he said that, I was like, that completely fits the vibe of the song anyhow. And like he said, it's a contrast between like the death themes and like life. Like I love that so much. That's such a cool comment. Video's so creepy.
Okay, so a cool bit of musical contrast that Desh puts in the song is the little string plucks that are really high pitched versus all of the low end in the song. Even Desh's like vocals are pretty like soft and whispery.
I love how he describes
so
things.
A lot of cool contrasts between those like short plucks versus like the long, low drawn out low end of the song.
I gotta give Timmy the credit for that though, because I actually didn't do the musical portion of this. I wrote the melody and the lyrics and obviously sang, but Timmy did all the music. So props to Timmy for that. And I'm glad that Zumi liked my contrasted vocals to that. When Timmy first sent me this track, he's like, do you want to hop on this? The music grabbed me right away. I pretty much wrote the entire song. I think I told him within like 10 minutes, like no joke. I feel like it just all came to me. I was definitely vibing with the music.
Traded Scorn for Scar. I put it together in my head as Michael Scarn from The Office.
Oh, I love The Office.
the movie that they put together. Everybody do the Scarn. Alright, that was not right.
Comment below if you get the reference and you watch The Office.
visual is really cool, where the fish turned into the birds. That was sick. This video was actually completely made with AI. I know there's like controversy about AI and art, but I just want to appreciate that like a small artist without this giant like label budget is able to make this really cool visual to go along with this music that she's worked really hard on putting together.
I feel like he nailed it. I know, like he said, this kind of like a controversial topic, but the reality is, if you're an indie artist, you could probably relate. Like he said, we don't have a major label paying for music videos. We don't have a budget to afford something such a high scale or expensive scale. I feel like AI definitely takes a human being behind it. Like, for example, my dad made this video. He had to write like a prompt for exactly what he wanted every step of the way, and you literally tweak it as it goes, generates basically what you come up with. So you have a concept in your head, and then you type it out, and it's a lot of trial and error. I love what my dad came up with. I love how this video came out. But yeah, it definitely takes an actual person involved in order to make something happen, if that makes sense, with AI.
Like I said, I know it's controversial, but it's hard to argue when it's used in this way.
I was already dead from the start. I was already dead from the start.
I love the breakdown here.
Really gives me like AI Tim Burton vibes.
Okay, I am a huge Tim Burton fan. Where's my Frankenweenie? Do you see Frankenweenie in the bottom corner there? Literally, I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. I have let me show you this blanket. Look at this blanket. I remember when I first saw the trailer for Nightmare Before Christmas, the ending of the trailer was like, "And what did Santa bring you, honey?" And then the kid holds up the shrunken head and the parents just scream. And that's when I was like, I need to see this movie. Like, this movie is just calling to me. Like, I need to see it. Some of you may know this. A lot of you probably don't. But I actually painted the characters on the walls of my room. I don't know how my parents let me, but they literally let me paint it freehand on the walls of my room. And it's still like that. Huge Tim Burton fan. So I'll take that as a huge compliment. My dream actually as a kid was to be an animator or something for Tim Burton one day. I remember me and some friends, we literally wrote out a script and storyboarded out like A Nightmare for Christmas 2 with Jack and Sally's kids. They basically went and collected all the bugs from Oogie Boogie, and then they like sewed them back together. It was kind of like a Frankenstein. They recreated him and terrorizing the town. And anyway, maybe one day, Tim, if you're out there listening, all right, let's work together.
I was already dead from the start. Now you're cold like the dusk, and I'm chained to a ghost.
So I like that part where she says, "Now you're cold in the dust and like I'm chained to a ghost." Cause like that part just now, before the vocal started again, it was like where she took most of the instruments away, and it was just kind of like a floating kind of pad sound. It just made me feel like lifted off the ground, like I was chained to a ghost. So I thought that was like, it went along really well.
Again, I did not plan that, but absolutely love that correlation there. We really went in trying to be really detailed about different parts of the song, make it not so samey and to kind of break it up. We were like, okay, let's take away this instrument here. Let's bring this in here. Like on the breakdown, we really took a lot of time and like listening over and over and like tweaking things. I love that that part happened to line up with the lyrics. Like I didn't even put that together. And so I love that he's like noticing these things.
Cool stuff from DESH.
It's already dead from the start. When we're bones, when we're dust, I still crave you the most. I was already dead from the start.
And then another thing is that this verse was actually the same as the first verse. So it's like being dead from the start, which is the name of the song. So I'm sure that was something that she did on purpose. But
That I did.
thought that was cool.
I was already dead from the start. I was already dead from the start. I was already dead from the start. I was already dead from the start.
I love the snaps here.
Okay, that's kind of funny that I paused to talk about something real quick, but then the next video that was coming up is Trolls Band Together music video Trolls 3.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of weird.
That's a cool song. I've never seen any Trolls movies, but it just seems a little bit flippant to the theme of the song. It's like a morbid love song. So
Literally how I describe Dead from the Start is a morbid love song. So I absolutely love that he said that. And yeah, in comparison to like a Trolls music video popping up, I could definitely see how that would kind of throw you for a loop. So another one of my songs called Even on Your Best Day. It's basically an ode to online trolls and an anti-cyberbullying anthem. I have a couple videos featuring that song on my channel you could check out. But the Trolls one, it was right when Trolls Band Together was coming out. And I was like, oh, I love putting together music videos. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll make a little music video with the Trolls characters from the Trolls movie.
I really like Desh's vocals in this, but interestingly, this was actually supposed to be Grimes AI vocals. And there's a cool, like, I mean, unfortunate, but interesting backstory that goes along with that.
Very interesting, but unfortunate.
Link that video
Oh,
where
that's
Desh
nice.
talks about it. She'll explain it better than I will. She talks about like the AI video and then how it was supposed to be Grimes AI and then that fell through. So find out about that in Desh's video that I'm going to link below.
Thanks,
But
Sui.
very cool song. I also really like just that, I think it's a Moog bass. It fills up the whole space of the song. And like I'm wearing headphones, but I can still feel it in my chest a little bit. So I really like good use of that type of bass.
I feel like that's got Timmy's signature all over it. We have another song together called Our Show, and I feel like that bass is very prominent. I feel like that's part of his signature sound. Definitely hear it in this song, and like he said, it like stays with you. Like I'm all about that. To comment on the Grimes situation, it was always supposed to be Grimes as a featured artist, so it was me as the main artist and Grimes AI as a featured artist. It was a whole thing. So if you haven't seen the video, I did do a dedicated video on my experience with that whole thing and why it didn't pan out. If you want to check that out, I'll link that in the description below as well.
I was already dead from the start. I've been dead from the start. I was already dead from the start.
That was Dead from the Start by DESHPLEASE and Timmy Timmerson. If you enjoyed the video, please run up that like button. And if you want to keep hearing about indie and underground artists, please run up that subscribe button. And finally, check out more stuff from DESHPLEASE below. I'll link her down in the description. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Definitely check out Run It Back as well if you haven't. I love that he's doing reactions to indie artist music and putting playlists together and stuff like that. I'm doing a lot of that as well. Definitely give Run It Back Music a follow, subscribe, check out his stuff. And thank you for reacting to it, Run It Back. Like, I really appreciate that. That is so cool. I loved all your commentary. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you know of anybody else reacting to my songs, my music, and you think I should see it and react to it and put out more videos like this, so let me know in the comments below. By the way, if you want to see the full music video for Dead from the Start, I'll link it below. And if you want to hear the alternate version featuring Grimes AI, I'll go ahead and link that down below as well. Of course, it's also on Spotify and all streaming platforms. So thanks so much for watching and for listening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.